Kids for Love. It's a project, a mission, and a radio show. Join Deborah Beauvais as she highlights her young co-hosts. Listen to their inspirational stories in starting nonprofits and their life work to help other kids in need. We'll learn from these conscious kids how serving others can heal our own lives while spreading love to the masses. We invite you to join in for spirited conversation filled with creative ideas and possibilities to start your own mission. Let's raise the bar together and cultivate a kinder world by getting inspired to help others in need. Kids for Love Project, celebrating kids that empower others.
Welcome, everyone, to the Kids for Love Project radio show. I'm Deborah Beauvais, and as many of you know, I'm the founder and owner of a syndicated Boston-based Dream Vision 7 radio network. And if you're tuning in for the first time, we are Boston-based. You can hear us anywhere in the world. We have our own apps, and you can even ask Alexa to play Dream Vision 7 radio network. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can listen in the cars, everywhere. So check us out. It's Dream Visions, all one word, with an S on the end, the number 7, radio.com. Well, I have a fantastic, outstanding guest with me today, and he's with his parents as well. And I wanted to welcome Melissa and Imran Umar and Chef Adrian. And for those that may not know about Adrian, he started to have interest in food when he was just in preschool. And the other piece of it is that Wendy Fashan, who is one of our podcasters, she brought Adrian, Chef Adrian, to our attention. And so I'm very excited to have the family on. And without further ado, well, let's first say Loco is a Cape Cod-based pop-up food business supporting community organizations featuring Chef Adrian, who's a nationally recognized junior chef. So without further ado, Adrian, welcome, and the parents to the show.
Hello, so I am Chef Adrian, going into grade, and I started Loco Dose. Well, I started cooking when I was just 5, but I started Loco Dose 2 years later when I had learned homelessness at Stony Brook Elementary School in Brewster, Mass, in the U.S. And I was really sad that people were homeless and didn't have all the things that we had. So I knew I loved cooking, so I wanted to do something to help. So I started cooking and donating the money. And first it was just like small neighbors, but now I'm a nationally recognized, quote for quote, kid across America.
Wow. And I had read that the first year you donated $500 to the it was actually Homeless Prevention Council in Orleans, Mass.
Yes, so that was the first year, but now in total I've donated over $10,000 and made over 700 meals for people.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. So you must be excited because you started this, and let's first talk about when you first had this thought. You were actually going to you were in elementary school and you were going to a farm camp. Is that correct? And you were fascinated by fresh ingredients. And so what did you do? You went home and you started talking with your mother and father?
Well, so the farm camp was before school when I still lived in Boston. But when I came home and started talking about opening a restaurant, I was younger, but then it became really real when learned about homelessness, and I wanted to raise money to donate to stop or prevent homelessness.
Wow. And so how did, let's ask Melissa, your mom, how did you react at first when he wanted to do all this? Did you think at first it was just going to be a fun weekend thing?
Yeah, when he first came home after the assembly where he learned about homelessness, he was just so upset, and he wanted us to, give away all. And so I mentioned to him he could donate some money he had saved from his birthday or Christmas, and so he did that. But then he wanted to do more, and so he kept on saying, well, what can I do? And he tapped into his skills of cooking, as he described, and kept on talking about starting a restaurant. And we definitely thought he wouldn't follow through, and, this was just he was feeling passionate about it, but it went on for months. And so finally we said, okay, we got to support this dream, and that's when Loco started in May of 2023.
Wow. And so, when you were talking with your husband, Imran, did you actually think that it would be, back in 2023, and here we are in 2026, were you thinking that it would be this much advanced and he would be that invested in doing this even years later?
Well, I think it's expanded beyond our wildest dreams, but what we did know when he was 7, a really persistent kid. He was a persistent toddler. He was a persistent 7-year-old. So looking back, I'm not surprised of how persistent he was and how hard he's tried. But, of course, I think it's really grown beyond our wildest dreams.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. So now, Adrian, what did you do at the beginning? Like, how did you come to decide what you would sell first, or what you would make? Was it the granola, or was it the meatballs? What did you start making?
So at first, I just made like a smoothie of the week and a meatball of the week, and always granola. But at first, that was like when the Loco started up. But like at the very beginning, I was just selling like boxes of granola, and then expanded to like a full menu every week in most weeks of the summer. And then after asking for feedback that whole summer, next summer I revised the menu, and then I created something that customers would want more. And then that's how I created the meatball of the week, which was also because in cooking I love to explore new recipes, and with the meatball of the week, it's always like a different country. So so it's like always different flavors. Like you never know, like from Asian meatballs to Greek meatballs to one of our newer ones, like green goddess with fresh herbs from my garden right here in Brewster. It helps me. It lets me explore every country in a dish.
Wow! Now, where did you get that idea?
Well, I remember being every week it was a more concrete menu with always granola, then always a meatball that helps a little more when we're planning to have a breakfast item, 2 savory items, and a dessert. So if I always knew one thing would be a meatball, it's a little bit easier to plan, and it's also really fun for the customers and the chefs to explore the cultures. So that's why.
Wow. Do you realize, Adrian, Chef Adrian, do you realize that we are in a world that kindness, unity, love, all those things are very important, and for us to all embrace the different cultures, different people, sizes, shapes, everything, that this is what love is. Do you realize how important that is right now in this world? And you're doing it.
Thank you. Yes, so I've definitely realized that since maybe even before I was 7, when I would see like homeless people on the streets of Boston, but I didn't understand it. But now that I do, it's really sad that like people, all the resources that most people do, like a house or water, food, electricity. So it's very important that people like me, even if they're not kids, are always helping in some way to help make everyone equal.
Yes, equality is key. And you know this at such a young age. You're 10 now, but that's double digits, as my grandchildren would say. But you could run for president of the United States because
thank you. That does sound like a very big, not like name. I forget the exact definition, but it does seem very stressful to be the president.
Yes.
So
yes, it
I
is.
prefer to keep running my restaurant and
Yes.
helping the smaller way than being the president.
That's very good. Very wise of you, Chef Adrian. So back to when you started, what was the feedback? Because you mentioned a little while ago that you started with their granola and the meatballs. And so what were people saying to you when they, did they tell you what they tasted like? Were they all excited?
Well, when I asked when I sent a voice message asking what they liked about it, they always saying like their favorite dish that they got, their favorite parts of it, things that can improve on, and even if they didn't order something that they didn't order not because they don't have like space or they were or like they didn't like that thing or they're allergic, but like why most people would like maybe avoid it because like smoothies perhaps. I used to do those, but then I was like, when you order a smoothie, you want them right away, and to get them like a week later, you might not really be feeling that, or you might have like, so it's like not the best thing. So I got feedback like, oh, the smoothie is great, but if like you could offer us one as a there or something like that, because like they want it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the feedback I got, and I was like, all right, so I'll take the smoothies off the menu and like put something else on there, and that's how I created the basic of this item, 2 savory items, and a dessert item on every menu.
Wow, that's great. And then, like, as far you had to learn about money, I'm sure, and I know we have Venmo now and other providers, but what happened when it came to the money? Did your mom and dad start teaching you ways to make sure that everything was all set in the money department?
Yeah, so I remember like in the first year when I was 7, they started talking income and profit and how like not all money you can put towards whatever you want. Like some money has to go towards like my parents are grocery shopping, some to pay the workers, which would eventually happen, and then what would go back to the cause. I mean, in the cause, which is preventing homelessness.
Wow. And like when you started, do you still go to farmers markets and places like that to make sure everybody knows in the area that you're there and you're selling your food at the same time and taking orders, right?
Yes. So I'm going to the Orleans Farmers Market again, and I've been to the Makers Market at Camp Appliances, and that is how, like, I'm pretty sure the Farmers Market is how the dream vision started me even, and how a lot of people found out about me, and then now have repetitive customers.
Very good. Very good. What is your favorite, Chef Adrian? What is your favorite item to make or even bake?
Oh, my favorite item to bake and make? Definitely my granola. It's memorized now, and it's delicious. My chocolate chip banana bread is amazing. Because I love the process of baking in general, like yeast and bread, like just making like bread in general, and then like with big, bold flavors like chocolate and banana and even like coconut, and it's so delicious too. And then my chicken teriyaki meatballs are definitely my favorites, because they're like a burst of flavor with like garlic, ginger, and like cilantro for a little brightness.
Oh. Wow, I love garlic and everything. It tastes so good. So where do you get your ideas? Like, are you, every week or once a month? And I know you're doing this let's talk about that. Are you doing this just during summertime because the rest of the year you're in school?
Yeah, for those, some weeks of the summer and some weeks not, because, like, I'm going on field trips at camp. I don't have time, or like families visiting. And in the school year, which is like fall, winter, and spring, I do like specials. I do Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter specials for Loco Dose 1 week. But you're right, because like with and homework, I'm too busy to do it all year.
Yes, yes. So what are you thinking? I'm sure you're thinking of the future. What do you see Loco Dose becoming? And are you thinking to continue this even if you have a restaurant?
Yes, I'm thinking I remember started and still now hoping that everyone's as an outcome of Loco Dose, everyone's just equal, there's no exceptions, everyone has an equal amount of rights, and that I inspire people to do doing something they love for a good cause.
Yes, I love the way it reminds me of the chef. I'm trying to think of the gentleman's name, but he has a team, and he goes around the world when people are impoverished, or if a hurricane or something has happened, and everyone needs food. That's where his team goes and just starts cooking.
So that gentleman is Jose Andres, and he's a Spanish chef, and I cook his food a lot because Spanish food is one of really good cuisine, and I was really inspired of how he helped people in need and gave them free delicious meals when they needed it, a huge earthquake or wildfires, wars happening. He's helping, giving food and money to people who really need it.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm thinking of when I think of the way you're speaking and such, that it reminds me of what he's doing. So have you thought about what you're going to do? Are you going to go to culinary school?
Deeply thought. That's great. Well, after a few years, more years of Loco Dose, I could start getting a concrete, tangible where people can come in for a la carte menus. or like tasting menus, like with or without reservations. So after a few years of Loco Dose, I've got a lot of recipes down, and I've created more recipes, and then that gives me, and then my can be much bigger, and then I can and then that will help create much less homelessness in the world.
Yes. Wow. I just keep saying wow, but you're amazing, Adrian. And
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much, and it's all very deserving. And so we actually have to take a break, but I want to put the information out. First of all, this is a live show, and people can call in. So anyone listening, if you'd like to call in, ask Chef Adrian a question, or if you have a comment, our number toll-free is 833-220-1200, 833-220-1200. Bob is in the house, and he will put you right through to us, and just say hello, and we'll know you're there. Also, to connect with Chef Adrian, it's Loco Dos, and it's LOCODOS.org. It's a nonprofit, and you can actually place an order right there. There's the weekly menu that changes, and so let me ask you this, Chef Adrian. In the wintertime, are you still selling, when people ordering granola, things like that, you can still sell that to them during school time?
Yes, so during the winter, I always sell granola in our Loco balls, which are energy balls. And, right, and they're great for before playing sports, or just before a boring work day. So for active kids, so you can get those two items, granola and Loco balls, all year round at locodos.org.
Okay. Very good. All right, so we're going for our break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go away.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
I'll stay right here for you. Anytime you need.
We accept each other. Kids for love. We are kind. We are gonna change the world, one friend, one action at a time.
Invite the Kids for Love Project, an enrichment program, into your school, classroom, or wellness center. Kids for Love Project is focused on teaching kids unconditional love for self and others. The project is a journey into self-discovery. It consists of fun, creative tools to learn self-love, like I choose love, I am love, I stand in love, and utilizing one's energies with reconnective healing and tuning into one's intuition for inner guidance, plus connecting to our natural surroundings. Kids who hold love for self do not bully or harm others. Let's cultivate a kinder world that holds compassion for all. Teaching the power of love to our kids is the way. To learn more or to bring Kids for Love Project to your school, contact Deborah Beauvais, 508-226-1723. That's 508-226-1723. Or go to our Kids for Love Project on Facebook. After narrowly surviving the attack on Sandy Hook Elementary, first-grade teacher Caitlin Roy DeBellis was left searching for answers that would never come. Eventually, she chose to focus on questions that could be answered. How do I make sure this tragedy doesn't define us? How do we get our control back? Those two questions led her to found the 501c3 nonprofit organization Classes for Classes. When gifts poured into their classroom, she decided they would help someone else by paying it forward and being kind. This developed into a social network which allows K-8 classrooms to connect so that every student in the United States can learn these crucial lessons. Classes for Classes' mission is to build students' social emotional intelligence by connecting them to care. All C4C projects are crowdfunded. Any teacher in the U.S. can visit classesforclasses.org.
That's classes, the number 4, classes.org. Sign up today.
Kids for Love. It's a project, a mission, and a radio show, and it's on the Dream Vision 7 radio network. Come join Deborah Beauvais and young co-hosts every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern to celebrate kids making a difference. We invite kids to share stories of those helping others, and teachers can share new school programs that are creating harmony amongst the kids. Let's raise the bar together and cultivate a kinder world. Kids for Love Project, celebrating kids who are helping others.
Delight your kids with an enchanting journey by reading the Paper Doll Kids children's book by Deborah Beauvais and Janine Sullivan. There's even a catchy tune, Kids for Love song, produced by Bob Sherwood and sung by kids just like yours. The story weaves around 7 paper dolls flying around the world doing good deeds as they bring important attention to our endangered animal friends. There's even a magical ring with a universal message. Kids become interested in service projects, action through compassion, and planting seeds that nurture positive change. The Paper Doll Kids and Kids for Love song are a production of the Kids for Love Project. Get the book now on Amazon Kindle and the song on CD Baby or iTunes.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
We can make a difference. We are gonna change the world, one friend, one action at a time.
And we are back. Welcome. And we are visiting with Chef Adrian Umer and his parents, both Melissa and Emran. And he is 10 years old and has had an interest in making a difference with the homeless by cooking. When he was preschool, he started interest in all of this, and now he has LocoDoses.org, which is a pop-up restaurant where he makes all kinds of wonderful food on the Cape and earns money so that he can give it away to the Homeless Prevention Council in Orleans. And I'm sure you're doing other things with that money, too. Are you giving to other agencies, or is that your focus, Adrian?
Yes, I'm giving to also EP on Cape Cod. I don't know the acronym for that. I forget it. And sometimes I do like charity dinners.
Oh.
And with like some organizations. And so that money goes to them too. So yes, it's not just State Speech.
Excellent. And so when you have these dinners, how is that working? Do you make a whole lot at one time, and you must need help?
Well, sometimes my parents help a little bit, like a mix, like staying pans down.
Mm-hmm.
But I do most of it.
Okay.
Even
and when
and like taking in orders.
I see. And I'm thinking it must have been interesting when you first started going to the market to actually buy your produce, or in the summer you can go to the farmer's market, but how did you know what to choose? And all the, like even the meatballs, is all kinds of ingredients. So did you learn yourself, or did your mom help you, or how did that work?
So my parents have been cooking for a while, so they know my love of cooking, and they showed me a few recipes. We test kitchen recipes during the off season, and then we modify them. To make it a little more hours compared to a random New York Times person, and then so the modified recipe, which we make with some other ingredients, like stuff from our garden maybe, and then we sell that.
Wow. And you like, what are your favorite herbs? Because you mentioned basil. What are your favorite ones to work with?
My favorite, like, fruits, sorry, misheard you. My favorite herbs to work with, like, definitely, like, basil size, like, garlic scapes, fennel fronds, and, like, other delicious foods like that, or, like, thyme, sage.
What would you say to other kids that have the desire to do something when they're so young, but they don't know how to speak up or even how to tell their parents? What would you say to them?
Well, I'd say, like, if you really want to follow through on a dream, all you have to do is be creative and talk about passionate words. And, like, the courage is, like, you can think through, like, for whatever cause. Homelessness, wars, like, breaking laws. And you can be like, well, I can help stop this. And I'll inspire other kids to do this, other people to do this. And eventually, my cause is gone because it's all good.
Yes. Wow. You are amazing, and I have to say that my mouth is open just listening to how you're articulate and able to share this information for other kids. So I thank you, Chef Adrian, for being so wise at such a young age.
Well, thanks for the compliment. Yeah, I really try my best. In my fourth year of Loco Dose, I've definitely learned a lot.
Yes. What I have to ask this too, what have you learned about the people?
About the people that I'm impacting or the people who are ordering?
The people that you're interacting with and ordering if you see them face to face. What are you learning about people in general?
Like democracy people, like just citizens of like the world. Alright. Well, I'm learning that some can be like cruel and unkind, and some can be victims, and some can try to prevent basically like the bullying from happening from any age. And I've learned that like with the right cause and effect, some bad things can stop happening because people are creative, kind, and passionate. Like if you're creative, kind, and passionate, you can really like do together and like stop bad things from happening, like wars, discriminatory, like discriminating.
And I think it's important to know that compassion, which you are full of, Chef Adrian, really can make a difference. And I also think sometimes we adults forget about that. They get caught up in day-to-day responsibilities and forget about what's most important, and that is to help each other.
Well, yes, so that is the main advantage of that kid. And that's another reason I was like, well, I might forget when I'm older, like with so many responsibilities, because being a big kid seems like such a huge responsibility. And that was another reason I wanted to go like right away. Like start cooking, donating, and helping.
Yes, we need to make 75 to 75,000 Chef Adrians, so that there are many of you making a difference, and there are doing all different things. But I thank you for for being, you're remarkable.
Hello? Sorry, you broke up.
Okay. Let's take a minute and talk with your mom and dad if available. Melissa, are you with us?
Yep, I'm here, and Imran's here too.
Oh, good. So tell me more about your little guy here. I mean, he is, like I said, remarkable. Are you surprised yourself? And I know you said that he, was very busy at 7 years old, but are you like in awe?
Totally in awe. We are so proud of him and so happy to support him. And seeing him grow his independence on doing this has been really rewarding for us as parents. Yes,
and you. And there's Amira. Amira is there too, the youngest one, right? And so,
that's right.
Does she get involved with helping out, or gets involved at all? I mean, how old is she? I was just wondering how old she was, and if she's involved with helping out with the food and the groceries and things like that.
Yeah. So she just turned 8. So at the beginning of the season, she was the same age when he started Loco Dose. So she's starting to get more and more involved. She loves to pick out recipes now and help with the grocery shopping. And she's very precise, and so she likes to support. She has these perfectly small hands that are great for forming meatballs. So Adrian uses her expertise in that aspect of his weekly meatballs. And it's also great to see her inspired by his philanthropy that a couple weeks ago she lost a tooth and she got $5 from the Tooth Fairy, and she brought it back to Imran and I and said, I want to donate to homeless prevention instead of keeping this $5. And that was all Adrian inspiring her to do that.
Yes, my gosh, isn't that something? I mean, and he knows. He's already wise to the world issues and things that a lot of the adults are putting their head in the ground. So what a family you are.
Thank you.
I'm just honored to have you, to speak with you, because can certainly, if everyone can emulate what you're doing, and your belief system, what a world we would have. And that's the work that we're doing with raising unity consciousness and love and all of that. So that, so thank you for that, Melissa. So what I wanted to ask Chef Adrian, have you been involved or in touch with the Food Channel and the different shows for the kids, the chefs, because I think there's a couple of them on where it's a competition.
So yes, so in 3rd grade, so that's like a few years back, I flew to LA for MasterChef Junior. I didn't make it from chef test, but I was very close, and it was very fun. And I almost met Gordon Ramsay, which would have been amazing, but it was definitely fun being around a bunch of other kid chefs.
Yes. And do you recall what the age bracket was? Was it do they give 5 to 12 or something like that?
It was 8 to 13 years old.
Very good. Wow. Well, this is really something. I'm so glad that I've had you on the show, but we need to take our next break. And just to put out the number one more time, don't be shy, everyone, 833-220-1200, and we'll be back in a moment.
We accept each other, kids for love. We are kind. We are gonna change the world, one friend, one action at a time.
It's a child's job to play, to learn, and to have fun. It's an adult's job to keep them safe. Did you know that 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused before the age of 18? Every day, families enter the Children's Advocacy Center because a child's courage to tell someone what happened to them. Keeping our children safe starts with a conversation. This is Michelle Aranger, Executive Director of the Children's Advocacy Center. Learn more on how to keep your child safe. Visit cacofbc.org. This message made possible by the Fall River Rotary Club.
Delight your kids with an enchanting journey by reading the Paper Doll Kids children's book by Deborah Beauvais and Janine Sullivan. There's even a catchy tune, Kids for Love song, produced by Bob Sherwood and sung by kids just like yours. The story weaves around 7 paper dolls flying around the world doing good deeds as they bring important attention to our endangered animal friends. There's even a magical ring with a universal message. Kids become interested in service projects, action through compassion, and planting seeds that nurture positive change. The Paper Doll Kids and Kids for Love song are a production of the Kids for Love Project. Get the book now on Amazon Kindle and the song on CD Baby or iTunes.
Are you searching for a way to help create global change? Dream Vision 7 Radio Network's vision is to have an eclectic group of radio hosts dedicated to educating, enlightening, and helping humankind with positive messages and tools that enhance lives using different modalities and programs. If you would like to join our team and help illuminate the universe, call Deborah at 508-226-1723 or Deborah at dreamvision7radio.com.
Kids for Love. It's a project, a mission, and a radio show, and it's on the Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. Come join Deborah Beauvais and young co-hosts every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern to celebrate kids making a difference. We invite kids to share stories of those helping others, and teachers can share new school programs that are creating harmony amongst the kids. Let's raise the bar together and cultivate a kinder world. Kids for Love Project, celebrating kids who are helping others.
We can make a difference. We are gonna change the world, one friend, one action at a time.
And we are back. Now, Chef Adrian, are you working on any new recipes now?
Well, I did start making brownies a couple weeks back, and meatballs, as I've mentioned before, are new to our.
Okay, so what would you like to share? Do you have some things on your mind that you would like to have broadcast out to other kids?
Oh, I remember making a quote to the kids, like, be creative, kind, and passionate about what you do, and you can change the world. You can be a president. You can prevent homelessness, prevent wars. You can prevent lots of things that are not great in this world, just by being creative, kind, and passionate about what you love.
Yes, and you have found out for yourself that creativity is an amazing tool that we all have, and there's things that can be implemented, created to save the world, to save the earth, to improve everything that we have now. And people thrive when they start creating. They lighten up. So I'm sure you have found that out because you're so passionate about what you're doing.
Yes, yes, I really hope I inspire other people to do things they love for a good cause, so they can prevent bad things from happening.
Yes. Now, when you're in school, the kids all know you, right? Probably all the classes, even the ones you're not in. Are you a little bit of a celebrity in school?
Yeah, so a lot of kids are deep friends with me. So I kind of am a celebrity. Lots of teachers are actually like order from Loco. Yeah, so I am like very popular.
And how do you feel about that, being popular?
It feels good knowing like I'm probably inspiring others to do things they love. I remember a friend actually who, because they don't want a lot of attention, but I am to make something, sell it, and donate it. The money he makes for a cause he likes. I've done that. So that's another outcome of Loco Dose.
Yes. So you have found out by starting this that there's all different connections just from starting Loco Dose, and people are coming together, are getting their own ideas, and it has a whole big energy of its own. And I can see you being one of those chefs that go on to help others, like the chef we were talking about earlier.
Yes, thank you. I hope that I go on and like inspire them to basically things they love and do like good things with their profit, so that eventually our world is equal and loving and kind.
Yes. And speaking of that, you must be grateful to your parents for saying yes and helping out and doing all that they're doing, because they're busy, as parents. And so what do you think of all that they're doing?
Yeah, I think it's really awesome of them to have, even through the roughest weeks, they're always there for me, or pick me up, and are always on my worst days. Not that there lots and lots of them, but that they're prepared for when there are, so it's not a big mess.
Yes. Very good. Are you saving to go to culinary school?
Yes, so I hope, there's actually a high school that's like a culinary school, so I'm hoping to go there, for high school. That's what I'm thinking about doing, because it would be cool to meet other kids, like culinary things, like different cultures and like cooking.
Yes, very good. And then my next thought is a food truck.
A what?
A food truck.
Oh, a food truck. Yeah,
yes.
So it would be great to have a food truck, like going around, like, giving food to like homeless people, probably like around New York or something, and also like, if not just homeless people buy it, but other people buy it, then I can like give money directly to homeless people as well.
Yes, and that was one of the things I wanted to ask. Do you take donations? People may not be ordering some food, but is there a place on your website that someone can donate money to help you buy the ingredients?
Yes. So if you go to the weekly, there is a spot where if you're not...
Okay. That's good to know. Well, we only have a couple minutes left, Chef Adrian. Is there anything else you would like to share about locostars.org and anything that you want people to know that we haven't talked about as of yet?
No, I'm pretty sure we've covered it all today.
Yes, we have. We covered a lot. Melissa and Emma, would you like to share anything?
No, I mean, what I'd say is that you asked a question earlier around what we've learned what Adrian has learned about people since being in this space with Loco Dose. And what I'd say is that it's been incredibly inspiring to us as newcomers to Cape Cod. We moved here in 2020, originally after living in Boston for a number of years. And the welcoming nature of the community here, and how many people have come and introduced themselves to us at our homes, at farmers markets, and other occasions. Sometimes we'll be at the grocery store, and someone will recognize Adrian and come up to him and tell him how great it is and how they've inspired them. I've really been so in awe of the community around us and their openness and their support of what Adrian is doing. I think it's really been the propeller in many ways to the continued success that he's having with Loco Dose. So I'm really grateful I'm grateful for the media community, to yourself, to others like the Cape Cod Chronicle and Edible Cape Cod and others that have done a lot to bring a spotlight to what Adrian is doing. So it's made a big difference. Creating visibility and awareness has such an important role in making impact in this world. And there's a lot of media out there. There's a lot of noise, and so being able to cut through it with positive stories has certainly made an impact in our family and in our community. So we're incredibly grateful to be the story and part of the community here.
Yeah, that's beautifully said, Imran. And we actually have a last-minute caller, if you're still there, someone from Texas.
This is his grandma.
Oh.
Hi, Daddy John.
Yeah, hi, sweetheart. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
You're cutting out.
I just thought that I should at least listen him out,
Yes. Thank you so
much.
It is
really incredible. Right? Really, I'm so proud of him.
Thank you.
I don't blame you. I'd be so proud of the whole family.
Calling me.
Yes. Thank you for calling in.
No problem.
So we need to go. Our time is up, and I want to thank everyone. Thank you, Grandma, and thank you, the parents, both Melissa and Umar, to come on the show, and then naturally Chef Adrian. Thank you for being such a bright, wise young man that is spreading all kinds of goodness through your food and your words, Adrian. So thank you. And for everyone listening, share the show with your kids. Are you there, Adrian?
Yeah, I am. Sorry, you cutting out for a bit.
Yes. Did you hear me? I'm so grateful to have you on the show with your wisdom, and you're so bright and talented, and your family just exudes love, and I'm grateful for that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is a great video, and not video. This is a great podcast.
Yes,
I loved it.
Yes, so we'll be in touch even down the road just to see how you're doing. So thank you, and everyone listening, share the show, listen again, and go on the site, Locodos, LOCODOS.org, give a donation, order on the menus right there. All kinds of things, get involved. So thank you. Until we come together again, bye for now.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, sweetheart.
Until the next time, Kids for Love Project challenges everyone to create a way of serving others in need. Whether it's a nonprofit or helping kids in your neighborhood, we can all make a difference. The gift received in giving of self heals everyone and everything on the planet. Let's unite and build a universal circle of kids, all making a difference for a brighter world. Kids for Love Project, celebrating kids that empower others. To learn more, go to our Kids for Love Project Facebook page.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.